a bar. Got champagne taste, rum and budget. But if I ain't ballin', she saying, boy, forget it. She wearing Sheen like it's Fendi. Dreams big, but pockets empty. Scrolls my page, says I'm not her type. Cause I ain't posting no yacht life. She want roses, gold chains, Dior. But she asking me, can you cover the store? I asked her, girl, what do you bring to the table? She said, Wi-Fi, password, and good cable. Why I gotta make 6 figures for a broke girl? She ain't got rent, but she want the whole world. Want steak on a plate, never cooked in her life. Saying, I'm the prize, but can't be a wife. Yeah, I gotta drive a Benz just to date a couch potato. Swipe me for a meal, then ghost me like NATO. If broke was a job, she got full tenure. But I need a 6-figure check just to win her. She posting, know your worth with a filter on, but don't know how to spell entrepreneur in her bio, hun. Got 10 cash apps and none of them full. Yeah, she judging me if my chain ain't pull. She got dreams of Dubai, but debt from Best Buy. And if I ain't rich, I get no reply. She say manifest me a man with a villa. Meanwhile, she at home sharing fries with her sister. Says she need a king, no less. But she sleeping in a t-shirt, hair a mess. Tells me energy matters, it's all about the vibe. But she ain't vibing with a 9 to 5. Why I gotta make 6 figures for a broke girl? Hair done weekly, but savings look curled. She want product, but don't know a 401. She say, pay my bills. I say, you okay? Yeah, I got her own stocks, just a cuff of shopaholic. She got a wish list, long as a college syllabus. If broke had awards, she win all the honors. But I gotta be rich just to call her Madonna. Girl, I ain't your ATM, I'm a man with a dream. Not a walking cash app for your self-esteem. You say you need a 6-figure king to be loyal, but you bring microwave meals to a table of royals. So I'm grinding every day, not for me, for her. Trying to earn enough to afford a manicure. 6 figures just to date a girl with 0. I guess that's modern love, bro. Welcome to the show. 6 figures for a broke girl. Oh, no, no.
What's up, everyone? What's up? How's everyone doing? How's everyone doing? Hope everyone had a good week. Hope everyone had a good week. All right. All right. So I want to I want to get started. I want to get started because I think I have a good amount of clips to go through, some videos to check out. So I figured let's get started. All right, let's get started. Let's start with some TikTok videos. All right, so let's check this one out.
And then you find out that Imagine being married to your wife and you have 3 kids with her. And then you find out that one of the kids is not yours. That means that your wife cheated on you. Crazy. How about if you found out that 2 of the kids that you thought were yours are not? Your blood is probably boiling at this point. Well, guess what? In the Sean Flood's case, this man found out that all 3 of the kids were not his. And to make things even worse, not only was this woman cheating on this man, she was cheating on him with his relatives. So the kids belonged to his relatives. After getting this information, Deshaun decides to go down to his wife's job and confront her about it. She sees him coming and runs inside of one of her co-workers' car. That didn't stop Deshaun from shooting her multiple times. And when she tried to run while shot, Deshaun chased her down and pistol whipped her. After hearing the gunshot, some of the co-workers called the cops. The cops came, arrested Deshaun, and the wife made it to the hospital where she survived. There are some people on the internet that are saying it's a valid crash out because not only was she cheating on him, she was cheating on this man with his relatives. And others are saying that they believe that he took it too far. Imagine being married.
What do you guys think? You think he took it too far? This is a thing with me where I find not that many things in life, in my personal opinion, equates to death. But to think that you are faithful to a woman, you love a woman, you married a woman, you know, you support a woman, to only find out that all your kids, which you believed, okay, you provided for, you take care of, you've been a good father to, aren't yours. The amount of blind rage that man felt must be next level insanity. I haven't been exactly there, but I've been in a state where arguing with a partner, I didn't abuse her or anything, but I was so blindly angry, blind rage, that I broke down the door, okay, of my rented apartment. So I do understand that the next level, or the couple levels above, which would this would be, I can understand the blind rage. Now, I don't know, deserving death, that potentially, killing her, and then putting you in a bad situation. That's not the best, but I do understand it. But man, that is an evil, evil woman. This is why I always say that we need to stop thinking, oh, men are terrible, men are cheater, men are this. No, it doesn't matter about your gender. It's not your gender that makes you a terrible person. It's who you are. It's your character. It's just, that is who you are. That is who she is. Now, at this moment, at this current moment, I think all this is still alleged. I mean, he did try to shoot her, or I think he shot her, but he didn't kill her. He did pistol whip her. So the violent part, the outcome, he did that. Now, I don't think that no police reports or no official story is out about why he did it. But this, I believe, again, at this moment, I believe this is just the speculation or the story that's being circulated around. But it is a disgusting story. And that woman is absolutely disgusting. Yo, Big Bars, what's up, my brother? What's up? Yeah, it is let's listen to it again.
You have 3 kids with her, and then you find out that one of the kids is not yours. That means that your wife cheated on you. Crazy. How about if you found out that 2 of the kids that you thought were yours are not? Your blood is probably boiling at this point. Well, guess what? In Deshaun Flood's case, this man found out that all 3 of the kids were not his. And to make things even worse, not only was this woman cheating on—
Yeah, I think she absolutely disgusting woman. Absolute disgusting woman. And it is 100% true. One of men's biggest fear is knowing that the kid or kids he loves aren't his. That is men's biggest, I mean, a lot of men, if not majority of men's biggest fear. It would be men's biggest heartbreak. To know that the kids he loved, he treasured, he provided for, he was happy for, aren't his. Women like that are absolutely disgusting. And this is why men for the longest are saying mandatory paternity tests. We get tests when we're in the hospital, we get tested for blood and all this stuff. You should be doing DNA tests while at it as well. 100% there should be a DNA test along with all the tests that goes on during the labor, or the childbirth. It should be one, because honestly, I mean, I don't, last I heard, there are about 15 to 20% of men, about 15 to 20% of men are raising kids that are not theirs. I believe, maybe even higher. There are a lot of men that are raising children that are not theirs. Unknowingly. Okay? Unknowingly, these men are raising kids that are not theirs. It's absolutely disgusting.
On this man, she was cheating on him with his relatives, so the kids belong to his relatives. After getting this information, Deshaun decides to go down to his wife's job and confront her about it. She sees him coming and runs inside of one of her co-workers' car. That didn't stop Deshaun from shooting her multiple times, and when she tried to run while shot, Deshaun chased her down and pistol whipped her. After hearing the gunshot, some of the co-workers called the cops. The cops came, arrested Deshaun, and the wife made it to the hospital where she survived. There are some people on the internet that are saying it's a valid crash out because not only was she cheating on him, she was cheating on this man with his relatives. And others are saying that they believe that he took it too far. Imagine being...
The only thing where I say where he took it too far is that he, by crashing out on her, he ruined his life in a sense. But I mean, essentially, she ruined his life already. This man's life is probably destroyed in his mental. But again, this could get him to prison. So, angel face demon. Exactly. It's absolutely disgusting. It really is. I find it absolutely heinous. Heinous. And this is why I've heard stories of certain stories where men are in happy relationships and ask their partner they want a paternity test, and their partner gets absolutely angry and saying, "No, how dare you think I would cheat on you? How dare you think I will cheat on you? I'm faithful to you. How dare you really make it an issue?" And in some cases, yeah, and probably some or a lot of cases, it is his child. But these women will never understand the emotions and feelings and thoughts of a man. You see this crash out? That right there? I guarantee you, here's a woman that would say the exact same thing. How dare you think that I would cheat on you? How dare you think these aren't your kids? How dare you? See, I guarantee you, if he had said during the birth of all his kids, and he wanted a paternity test, I guarantee you, she would have said, "How dare you think I'll cheat on you? How dare you think that these aren't your kids?" All women will say the same goddamn thing. The problem is, the bad apples ruin it for everyone. They ruin it for all women. So this is the problem where I say that women don't understand. Women don't actually have true empathy for men. Because right here, you see this crash out from this man? If this happens to other men, it will be close to the same thing. It will be close to the same thing. And all women will say, that every cheater will say the same thing. How dare you think I would cheat on you? How dare you think these aren't your kids? So really, what is he supposed to do? All right? What is he supposed to do? Believer, okay? It's a blinded believer. And then, boom, this kind of crash out happens. And this is why, and then women, and then, it found out that it was his kid. I mean, not this one, but I'm saying in those other stories. And then she leaves him because he dare question her. Yet imagine if he crashed out. If he crashed out and hurt her because of, it turned out it wasn't his kid. All right. In an alternate universe, it wasn't his kid. And then what? We blame the man. We blame the man for crashing out and being violent. This is the thing. That is why paternity tests should be mandatory. I mean, again, big bars for men to stop having kids with women. It is, but we always believe nasal spray. What's up? we always believe that that women don't cheat. Right? That's I want to break that stigma. We believe that women are angelic. We believe that women don't cheat. We believe that women would never do this to a man. Only now, in today's day and age, more and more men are waking up. They do not believe women are, angels, natural angels. Okay? We don't believe that.
DNA tests save lives. The amount of women that would still be alive today had they not fucked around and played in some man's face about whether that child was his or not, and he ultimately found out later in life that it wasn't, and he completely snapped and deleted her ass, and sometimes they delete the children too. Yeah, DNA tests need to be mandatory because it could save a fucking life. There are a lot of women right now in the ground who would still be here had they got that DNA test a long time ago, and that man would have never had a chance to snap on that ass. But he did, and he lost it. He in prison, and that woman underground. See, DNA tests, they save lives. See, if you or your child needs some type of transplant in the future, you would automatically think that the child and the father, would be a perfect match. But unfortunately, a lot of people find out in the hospital that it's not. It's quite embarrassing. And then you see these people arguing in the lobby about who the baby daddy could be, but it's too far gone. The child's already 15 or 16. You done spent a long time of your life involving yourself with this. You might snap too, but I guess that's the best place for a man to snap while you're already in the hospital because they got a bed waiting for your ass right next door. See, DNA test save lives. Too many women play with men. I don't trust us. I don't trust a lot of women. I mean, we don't even trust each other. So why give women that much power to just trust that she's going to make the best decision for herself and the child? We can't even be trusted to choose the right man. So yes, DNA tests need to be mandatory. And y'all want so much trust out of these men, and we don't trust them. They don't trust us. But this is bigger than just how you feel here. At this point, people are getting deleted because of situations like this. There's recently another case out of Detroit, Michigan, where a man pulled up to his wife's job, pumed her a bunch of times. The lady right now is still living. She's fighting for her life in the hospital, and he's going to jail. And their 3 children, well, they don't have nobody because he found out that all 3 of the kids were not his. Together, 9 years. All 3 of the kids not yours? All 3 of them. DNA test save lives. DNA.
The sister's speaking facts. Like, women don't listen to men. Fine. Please actually listen to women that actually make some sense. Actually is logical. How about that? Is that such a crazy thing? Listen to a woman that actually makes some sense? It's rare, but when it happens, you should listen. That's what I said. It should be mandatory because it is such a. I've said this where I've been, almost blacked out, angry. I was so angry having an argument with a girlfriend. Blindly, stupidly, she ran to the door. I ran to the bedroom, locked the door because we were arguing. Right, we were arguing over stupid shit. But I wanted to finish the argument. It was stupid, right? It was stupid. I wanted to finish the argument, so I was so angry. She ran to the door. I ran to the bedroom, locked the door, and I was like, get out. We need to finish talking. Open the door. Still blinded by rage, I broke down that door. And to see that door and the door frame broke because of my insanity, because of my rage, it scared me. Where I've said that I do not want to be that man again. I do not want to be that blinded by rage again. And I mean, nothing happened. I didn't do nothing. But it was a terrible moment, and it will always forever be ingrained in my mind because I do not want to be that type of man. I do not want to be that man that could cross that threshold. So ever since then, I never allow myself to be that blindly angry ever again. I usually just walk out. I walk away, take a breather, don't finish it because it's not worth it. Because funny. The door that I broke, there was a key on that ledge, so I could open it. But because I was blinded by rage, I was stupid. I broke the door. That cost me it was a rented place. So it cost me money. So it was just, no. So imagine this level. Imagine, it was a petty argument. Imagine this. So I'm sorry. DNA tests should be mandatory. It is disgusting. Bad enough being betrayed by your woman, but also your family. It is. Nasal spray correct. And so you imagine the level of anger he had. Betrayed by the woman. All his kids aren't his, and betrayed, and it was with his family. That's why a lot of people understand his rage. A lot of people understand his rage. A lot of people say, like, you can't blame him. You can't blame him for that crash out. So yes, it's a crazy thing. What do you guys think? Yeah, I mean, like, I've lost. It is something that it is something that I would never want that happen. I know that some men have. I've lost it. I mean, like, I've seen that, that man that could have done something terrible, and I do not ever want to be like that. So it's not worth it, because it's not about the person, right? It's not about her. It's not about whoever. It's about you, because you allowed them to turn you into something that you're not. He allowed, and understandably, he allowed these terrible people to pretty much ruin his life, where now he's going to go to jail, all this shit. And now that he turned into someone that's ugly. It's shitty. It's really, really shitty. I hate that shit. I really do. It's sad. It's really a sad thing. All right. Let's try another one. All right, so let's check this one out.
I feel like the misogynists are going to eat me up for saying this, but I feel like one of the most empowering things a woman can do is be a single mother. Aside from being child-free and never marrying, and the woman who lives a life of leisure while she's married and still remains child-free, I feel like third place definitely goes to single moms, but society loves to bash women with kids so much that y'all don't want to admit it. There is nothing like a one and done mom or a woman with 2 kids tops who has her own financial income, her own financial freedom, and she's thriving in life still with her autonomy. There's nothing like it. I don't care what y'all say. And don't get me wrong, like I said, I feel like the women who remain child-free and never marry, they are definitely top place. And then second place definitely goes to the women who play the game, still get married, live a life of leisure, and remain child-free. I mean, that's perfect. But we're not gonna leave the single women out here who are one and done, who go and get their own money, they still have their autonomy, and they still get to experience motherhood, because there are some women who genuinely want to just have kids, and y'all can't bash them for that. You know what I'm saying? Women who seriously still just want to have a baby, they want to experience motherhood, we can't bash them for that. And I feel like that's why I'm always telling women to just go get a donor. If you genuinely want children and you want to experience motherhood, go get a donor. But I always have to remember that me personally, I do not aspire to co-parent in any capacity, not even in the healthiest marriage. I do not want to co-parent. I don't want to share a kid with a man. That's just me though. But I highly recommend women start to get donors more when they genuinely want to be a parent. And I feel like it's the most empowering thing that women can do. Single mom by choice with a donor, I don't know. I feel like it eats. I feel like the massage.
You know, the audacity to say misogynist when, in my opinion, well, you know what? Here.
You get your big fat ass on somewhere then. I don't deal with you big sassy ass bro.
The audacity to talk about misogyny, the hate of women. This right here, in my personal opinion, is actually the hate of women right here. This shit right here is the hate of women. It's the hate of women. It is already hard to produce good, future, productive adults in a good two-parent household. It is already hard enough to produce good, productive adults in a two-parent household. To now have the stupidity to take on that burden as a single mother by choice. Now, because this woman is promoting finding a donor. You're stupid. That is literally the hate of women, in my opinion. You are trying to make women suffer. You're trying to make the next generation suffer. I don't know the stat, but most men in the prison system they come from single mother households. Most men or women, most prisoners, right? Most criminals, most, if not majority of them that are in the prison system comes from single mother households. Now, I'm not saying single mothers automatically create, criminals, but criminals, most likely, majority of them come from single mother homes. It is already so difficult, not easy, to raise good, productive, future adults in two-parent households, and yet you have the audacity to promote, go get a donor, go be a single mom. And this is the stupidity, absolute modern day women for you. This is the modern day woman, absolute selfishness. Exactly. Women give their fellow women the worst advice and call it being a girl's. I call it sabotage. Londo. Exactly. 100%. That brother, 100%. I've said this before. Women are terrible teachers, particularly when it comes to the dating environment. Particularly when shit like this. Women are terrible coaches, terrible role models, terrible teachers. Women are shitty at it because they're illogical. They're illogical, purely based on stupid emotions. Absolutely idiotic.
Misogynists are going to eat me up for saying this, but I feel like one of the most empowering things a woman can do is be a single.
Oh, look at that. In 1996, 70% of inmates in state juvenile detention centers serving long sentences were raised by single mothers. And that's 1996. This is the problem. We do not realize how important a good father is for these children. Women like this are so fucking dangerous. So dangerous. So selfish. She thinks this child is a prop. This child is a prop for life, right? It's just a tool, a prop. This child is like a purse to women like this. A purse. There's something to flex. I'm a single mother, right? That's why she's saying single mothers are amazing, because you just want to flex a child. It's not like, oh, you want to be selfless and raise a good, productive adult. No. You want to give your child daddy issues. You want to give your child daddy issues. And you're calling men misogynists? Imagine what type of women you're creating. Daddy issue women. Women with daddy issues.
Mother. Aside from being child free and never marrying, and the woman who lives a life of leisure while she's married and still remains child free, I feel like third place definitely goes to single moms, but society loves to bash women with kids so much that y'all don't want to admit it. There is nothing like a one and done mom or a woman with 2 kids tops who has her own financial income, her own financial freedom, and she's thriving in life still with her autonomy. There's nothing like it. I don't care what y'all say. And don't get me wrong, like I said, I feel like the women who remain child
Don't care what you say. That is let's check that. Let's check out what Kai. I want to see that. Ooh. We're gonna read some of that statistics in a bit. But yeah, women like this is just selfish. Utterly selfish. Disgustingly selfish. I'm tired. I'm tired of women like this. It really is. It's absolutely disgusting.
free and never marry, they are definitely top place. And then second place definitely goes to the women who play the game, still get married, live a life of leisure, and remain child free. I mean, that's
And pretty much everything she's saying is absolutely selfish. You don't care about the child. You don't care about the man. Life of leisure. Promote being a single mom. Getting a donor. Absolutely disgusting.
that's perfect. But we're not gonna leave the single women out here who are one and done, who go and get their own money, they still have their autonomy, and they still get to experience motherhood, because there are some women who genuinely want to just have kids, and y'all can't bash them for that.
Yes, you can. I think it's disgusting how I said that single mothers are the most one of the most, at least off the top of my head, one of the most terrible thing to happen to the dating market, to the dating scene. Particularly the worst thing to happen to the Black community. It's rampant. It is absolutely disgusting. It really is. And to think that motherhood should be devoid of fatherhood as well. So mothers should be devoid of the father in there. It should be going hand in hand.
You know what I'm saying? Women who seriously still just want to have a baby, they want to experience motherhood, we can't bash them for that. And I feel like that's why
We can and we should. Bring shame back. God, you know, one of the stats I learned that before the 1950s, the Black community had the most marriages out of all races, okay? Out of all ethnic groups. The Black community before the 1950s had the 1940s had the most marriages out of all ethnic groups. And before that, they were a rising economic group. Now it's reverse. They are one of the lowest economic groups and have the worst marriage rates. The correlation, in my opinion, there's a correlation to it, because family units were creating economic power. But then single motherhood jumped in. The government jumped in. One of the things that destroyed, in my opinion, the Black community, single motherhood. You don't need a daddy in the home, okay? You don't need a daddy in the home. You got strong, independent women. I don't need no man. and you have government, right? The government, where you have the government is the father. Child support, WIC, food stamps, free housing, promoting strong, independent women. I don't need no man. Absolutely disgusting. Yeah, look at that. Right, see? Had a 2% divorce rate before the 50s. Exactly. They were one of the strongest up and coming economic group. I believe the key destroyer of the black community is the rise of single motherhood. The no need for a man. So if you don't need a man, and you have government paying for your kids, giving you money to live, giving you a house to live, well, you can just now have sex with the pookies, the men you are attracted to, right? You can have sex with the worst men, even though they're attractive, right? You're attracted to these men. These men aren't boring. These men are fun. So you can have sex with the pookies and get the government to help you out. Amazing.
Always telling women to just go get a donor. If you genuinely want children and you want to experience motherhood, go get a donor. But
Absolutely stupid. Absolutely disgusting. It really is. I'm a woman that says no need for the man. Get a donor. I will be showing you some interesting stats provided by Kai. Kai. I'm going to show you some interesting stats soon.
I always have to remember that me personally, I do not aspire to co-parent in any capacity, not even in the healthiest marriage. I do not.
The mindset. Women always say, you know what? Oh, men, there should be no 50-50 in a relationship because you know what? Oh, men can do 50-50 in the birth. Men can't do 50-50 in the, childbirth. Yet, you're what? You're just having the kid for yourself? The selfishness. This is the funniness why the whole birth shit, women giving birth to children, that men can't even discipline. Men can't even raise how they see fit. A lot of times men are not even allowed to raise their children how they see fit. It is women who are dictating to men, oh, our children will do this, our children will do that, our children will learn this, our children will learn that. Women are dictating the household, dictating the child rearing. So really, okay, so now did we not have a child together? No, this is the mindset of women right here. Oh, I might as well do a donor because I would not allow a man to raise my kid. The audacity, the selfishness, the disgustingness. And the rise of the single motherhood was orchestrated after the civil rights movement. They went full steam with welfare. Ask any black person who grew up in the late 60s and early 70s. Black women were promised welfare if the men... Exactly. And sadly, black women have fell for it. They have fell for it. And it gave them a way out. Because honestly, women, particularly black women, are the strong, independent type, very stubborn, okay? Very, strong-willed, okay? So now the government has given them the opportunity where you can say you don't need a man, okay? You can be your strong, independent self. It is disgusting. It is. I'll check that out. I knew a lot about it. I've been looking into it because I sadly, my baby mom is black. Okay, my baby mom is black, and she pretty much, I was providing for the family. I was providing for that family. One, she wanted more. She wanted me to provide even more, right? And provide how she wants me to provide. So and I wanted to raise my kids how I also see fit. The shared duty, but she didn't want it. She didn't want me to spend the money how I see fit. No leadership, no even partnership. That's the thing. So she wanted me to spend money how she see fit. She wanted to raise the kids how she see fit. Because I wouldn't do it like that, because I wouldn't back down, she left me. Took the kids. Don't care about, and don't care about child support, don't care about nothing legal. Took the kids so she can have full control of our kids. But you know what? It's only her kids, since she don't want any, back sass, no talk. Control without responsibility or accountability for the outcomes. That is the name of the game. Exactly. This is why I understand and I feel for my black brothers. I do.
I want to co-parent. I don't want to share a kid with a man. That's just me.
Don't want to share a kid with a man. 100% disgustingly selfish. That right there, that statement, I don't want to share a kid with a man. You don't even care about that fucking kid. You don't even care about that kid. You don't care. It's like, oh, it's what you want, right? It's what you want. It's not what the kid wants. You care about what you want, not what the kid wants, not what the child wants. Because I believe you. I believe that child wants a father. Not once the whole shit where, oh, you know what? Both mother and father. What the fuck is that shit? No. You can't do both.
But I highly recommend women start to get donors more when they genuinely want to be a parent. And I feel like it's the most empowering thing.
Empowering? What's empowering about that? What's empowering about that where you are so selfish, right? You're so selfish, you care about no one but yourself. Don't even care about that kid. Because God forbid, a kid wants a father in his life.
That women can do. Single mom by choice with a donor.
Absolutely disgusting. Here's something that was interesting. That Kai shared. 63% of youth self-deletion are from fatherless home. 5 times the average. 90% of homeless and runaway children are from fatherless home. 32 times the average. 85% of all children who show behavior disorders come from fatherless home. 20 times the average. 80% of rapists with anger problems come from fatherless home. 71% of all high school dropouts come from fatherless homes. Those are insanely depressing statistics. Those are insanely depressing statistics. It's the numbers. It's the numbers. Us men, right? We're not basing shit on our feelings. We're not basing shit on our feelings. It's the numbers. The numbers. Right? We have women complain, oh, men are, why there's so many violent men. Right? The whole 80% of rapists, 80% of abusers, 80% of the creeps, the terrible men. Guess what? They're raised by single mothers. There's no good fathers in that home. Mansa, yes. This is nuts. It is. Us as men, we care about the facts, the statistics, the numbers, because that says a lot more than what we are feeling, what women feel, the crazy logic that women have. No. Base that shit on numbers. Base that shit on what's actually happened in the real world. What's happening to most people. Right? You want to complain? Women want to complain about all the shitty men in the world. Guess what? Guess what? Most 80% of the shitty men in this world are raised by single mothers. Raised by single mothers. And then we have this woman, the audacity to say, oh, go get a donor. I don't want to share. I don't want to share a child, the child raising with a man. Guess what that gets you? What's that getting you? You are producing the next generation of terrible men. There was a statistic, right? That actually children fare better in single father homes. Children fare better in single father's home. It's like absolutely disgusting. Let's get a little bit more. Children with fathers who are involved are 40% less likely to repeat a grade. Children with fathers who are involved are 70% likely to drop out of school. Children with fathers who are involved are more likely to get A's in school. It's like the benefits of fathers. Wow. Ain't that crazy? Having a good father sounds like it's a benefit. I've said this before, where after feminism, okay? After feminism, when feminism started till now, in my opinion, all the problems we're having, created by women. Women are the core of the problem. I mean, call me misogynist if you want, right? Call me misogyny. Whatever. But the more you pay attention, the more you learn about things, the more you think about certain stuff, you see the root, right? It all starts with a woman, in my opinion. Almost every problem we're having right now, you map it, starts with a woman. So call me misogyny, if you want, but what can I say? What do you guys think? Oh, those are some interesting good facts. I love that. I'm gonna bookmark that because I'm gonna use that more often. That's really good. The stats on that, that's awesome. Shit, I hate how society puts down men. I really do. Puts down fathers. It's like, oh, let's just prop up mothers. We constantly just prop up mothers. The problem is we don't have enough good fathers. And if we're constantly just, promoting that, only mothers are important. Well, guess what? We're producing a society where they could care less if there's a father. Right? Care less if there's a father in home because, all you need is a mother. That's it. That's all you need. The only joy of a family, the only whatever is a good mother. That's it. Who gives a shit if there's a man? Who gives a shit about the father? Absolutely disgusting, in my opinion. And here's the thing. Let's check this one out. You think that, let's promote single motherhood. Let's promote not vetting men properly. Let's promote being a single mother, right? Single mothers are amazing. All that shit. No. They are the worst thing to happen to society. The rise of single mothers. Now, this is a 4-minute long video, so I may stop and react.
I don't know who needs to hear this, but if you are thinking about getting an abortion, if you feel like you need an abortion, if you think that abortion is going to be the best thing for you, you need to get that abortion. I don't care who say they're going to be there for you. I don't care what type of help people think they're going to give you. Get that fucking abortion. if that's what's in your heart, if that's what's in your head, I don't care about your religion. I don't care how bad it hurts. I am telling you, get that fucking abortion.
This is why women are stupid. I swear. This is
You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up.
so get that abortion, right? Instead of, you know what? How about marry the man? Marry him. Marry before you carry. Marry before you carry. But no. Have sex with the pookie and then just delete it. All right? Have sex with the pookie and just delete it. No. That's the advice of women. Go have sex with the pookies and just delete it. Yeah. Instead of, you know what? How about vet the men properly? Date with purpose? Date with some conviction? Value morality? Value character? Value personality? And then marry the fucking man. And then also give it more fucking time. And then have fucking kids. No. That's a crazy advice. That's a crazy advice. That's crazy way of thinking. Just abort. Right? Oh, just abort. Just abort. Women are stupid. They are stupid. This is why women cannot be leaders. This is why women will forever need and should have the guidance of men. Guidance of good men. This is why women will forever need the guidance of good men. Because they are stupid. I'm sorry. Women are too emotional to actually be logical. And I'll say the same thing. The emotional men, yeah, they aren't men. Men that cannot control their emotion, men that does not push logic, but actually live by emotion, they aren't real men to me. 20 years. See, that's an old stat too.
Can't help out him, G. There is no help. I don't give a fuck. I don't even care about the comments that y'all leave. I swear to God, I don't. I swear. I am so fucking tired. I have never been this fucking tired in my life. I have been depressed before. I've been suicidal before. Hell, I didn't had suicide attempts before. I've never been this tired in my life.
You're not too tired to get your nails done. You're not too tired to get your nails done. I see that. You have enough energy, enough time to get your nails done. And, okay, we have all her comments supporting it. Go get your, go get your abortion. And then you complain about white cops. You complain about white cops because this mindset has killed more black children than anything. This mindset right here has killed more black children than anything before. Yeah. Mansa said it. Marry before you carry is dead in the West. They wonder why men are leaving for other countries. Exactly. The good men, the men that value family, right? The value tradition. They're leaving women like this behind. They're leaving because these women like this, right? Women like this wanted to, fuck the pookies, right? The women like this wanted to fuck the bad boys, have sex with the Chads and Tyrones, get pregnant by the players and bad boys. These women like this aren't traditional, strong, independent, right? You're strong, independent self. You don't need no man. But, you know, you'll have sex with the pookies. Yeah. Traditional men are leaving these women behind.
I just want to give up so fucking bad. Get that fucking abortion. If you feel you need that fucking abortion, get that fucking abortion. Because when you are asked out, you'll have no fucking help. And you have
Your help should have been within that marriage. Your help should have been in that partnership. It is your responsibility to pick the right man to be the father, to be the husband. You failed at it, so now you blame the child. You failed at picking the right man, so you put the blame on the child. This is what men see. These women are disgusting.
depleted. You have asked everybody. You have went to every corner. You've done everything. Gee, I am fucking working. I make good money.
Do you? Making good money and you're crying. You make such good money. You're in your car crying that you have no help. Guess what? Your should have been husband would have been that help. That would have been that partnership. But no, you failed at it. You failed picking the right man. You failed at it. So this is the consequence. But hell, women want to not have any accountability, not suffer from any consequences. So what do? Get that abortion. Get that abortion. Let's not suffer from any consequences. So get that abortion. So you don't have to suffer from the mistakes you made. Sounds like a woman to me.
Not a fucking bomb. Get that fucking abortion. If you think you need that abortion.
Minutes, practically the whole clip, tells women to get abortion instead of tell women to vet men properly. Get married before you carry. Women are stupid. Women are utterly, utterly stupid. They are too controlled by their emotions. Too controlled by their emotions. And this is why good fathers are important. Because her father should have taught her better. But because of her, most likely, single mother self, right? Her mom is most likely a single mother. Couldn't pick a good father, right? Couldn't pick a good man. And most likely didn't marry before she carried. Guess what? She produced the next generation. The next generation of single mothers. I've said this before. One of the things that men need to watch out for is the woman you date. Fine. If she's a single mother, check if she's not a single mother. Look how, if her mother is a single mother. Look how far back the single mother curse goes back in her family history. If her mother's a single mother, her grandmother's a single mother. That's a sign. That's a sign to tell you that more than likely, the girl you're dating will also turn into a single mother. It's a curse. It's a repeating curse. They don't learn. They do not learn. Right? They do not learn from the mistakes of others. A quote that I always love. A smart man learns from his mistakes. A wise man learns from the mistakes of others. I prefer to be a wise man. Women are neither smart nor wise.
I love my baby so much, and I do not.
Do you? Do you? Do you love your baby so much? Out here promoting women to get abortion. Doesn't sound like you do. It's really, it's kind of the hypocrisy, the delusion. I love my kids so much. I love my kids so much. I wish I got an abortion. I wish I got an abortion. Makes sense.
I regret having him, but I feel so fucked up for bringing him into this fucking world. This piss poor ass fucking world with these cruel ass people and this shitty ass economy.
How's the economy so shitty? This is a thing where I'm going to do more videos. I want to do more videos on investing, because stupid people like that blames everyone else but themselves. Stupid people like that blame everyone else but themselves. I've said this before. I make very little my day job. Okay, I make very little. But guess what? Because of financial education, working smart, my net worth is 6 figures. Because I invest. I invest all my money. I'm not out, getting my nails done. I'm not out partying, going on trips, buying shit, doing that. No. I mean, and all the shit you see, there was a point in my life that I was like that, right? Where I bought a whole lot of crap. I bought a whole lot of things that I do love, but I was buying way too much. Bank account was always zero or negative because I was buying too much. I wasn't making enough for the money I was buying. I wasn't making enough for the money that was going out. So I had to change my mindset. Be disciplined. Invest. Budget. Save. So I'm not blaming the fucking economy. I'm not blaming I don't have help. I'm not blaming nobody but myself. Accountability. Accountability.
I don't know why the things happened that led me here. I don't know. I don't know why they took my place away. I don't know why they threw my things out of my apartment and I was paying my rent. I don't know why that shit was done to me.
You don't know why you were kicked out of your apartment. This is why women don't ever tell the full story. Just magically, just for whatever reason, no reason at all actually, you were kicked out of your apartment. Makes sense. That makes sense. Really. I doubt that. Women just want to go online to just seek validation and sympathy from other delusional women as well.
Months after having a C-section, I don't know.
Yo, Cash, what's up, my brother?
I have been praying. I have been letting go. I have been walking away. I have been doing the hard work. I'm tired.
I doubt
I'm
that.
tired. I'm tired. And I don't want my baby hearing this bullshit. Get the fucking abortion. It's
That is women's logic. Delete your baby. Instead of, you know what? Find a proper man. Stop dating the pookies. Stop dating the dealers. Stop dating the hood guys. Get a man that's on his grind. Get the engineer. Get that geek. Right? Date the geek. Date the man that's a computer whiz, the coder. Date a man with morality, character, principle. Date the man that's hardworking. Date the man that's loving. Date the man that is a good man. And then fucking marry the good man. Marry the good man. That's the fucking shit. It's all good. Show's always good. I always love doing these shows. Everyone is awesome. So it's all good. Hope you have a good time at work, my brother.
Get the abortion. Just get the abortion. Don't listen to what nobody says. I swear to God. Because this single mom shit, nobody can prepare you for this shit. Nobody can prepare you for this shit. And you think you're gonna have support from women? From women? The bitches are going to eat you the fuck up. They don't give a fuck about us. They laughing in our faces. They're making comments and posts and videos about how dumb we are.
Because you are fucking dumb. 4 minutes of this fucking shit. 4 minutes of this shit. No talk about a man. 4 minutes of this bullshit and no talk about being with a good man. You talk about fucking women? You want women to help promote you being a single mother? What's up with this bullshit?
And we chose this life.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
And you didn't chose this life, huh? You didn't chose this life?
Out the cap.
Sure. You did. Dating the Pookies, having kids with the Pookies, and you think you didn't chose it? Yeah. Letting the shitty man shoot up the club? Yeah.
And then the men. And then those fucked up ass men.
Now I'm talking about the man. Now I'll talk about the Pookies that you let shoot up the club.
We live in a sick ass world. I am telling you, get the fucking abortion. You're
Yeah. It's filled with these sick ass women. Her comment section is full with women. Go for it. Do it. Delete more kids. Instead of, you know what? Fucking wear protection. Hell. Marry before you carry? No. Delete more kids. That's what you do. Use abortion like a birth control. Yeah.
baby does not deserve this shit. Your baby deserves so much better than this piss poor ass world we live in. This shit is fucked up. I'm tired. I don't have anything positive.
You get your big fat ass on somewhere then. I don't deal with you big sassy ass bras.
To say, and I'm not sorry for it. Get that abortion if you need that abortion.
Raptor claws. Oh no. Evo Eddie, what's up, my brother? Women are disgusting. They are disgusting. Women are emotionally stupid. And this is why single mothers are killing the world. Single mothers are destroying the black community. Single mothers are destroying all communities. Single mothers. You are raising the next generation of single mothers, the next generation of baby daddies. You are raising the next generation of unstable adults. That is the byproduct of single mothers. You are raising the next generation of criminals, the next generation of unstable adults. This is why men are tired. This is why, another thing, why men are getting the passport. They want to find traditional women. They want to find traditional women. This right here is the byproduct of feminist modern day crap. Right? Liberal, I don't need no man. I'm strong, independent. You know, I could just get a donor. I could be a strong, independent, single mother. I don't need no man for nothing. Right here. This masculine shit. Right there. What do you guys think? All right, let's exactly. Exactly, Eddie. This is the world. I've said this before. The world after feminism, right? The start of feminism is the world women have created. Almost 100%. That is the world women have created. Whether women, wanted to be like that or not, it is the consequences of women's actions and words. That is the world women created. And now they are regretting the world that they created. Guess what? Too bad for them. Too fucking bad for them. That is the world they created. So they have to deal with it. They have to deal with the world that they created. All right, let's check out this video. I want to check out this TikTok. So let's check this one out.
I am sick and tired of people saying that all women have to do is choose better, just choose better partners. When y'all are totally negating that men lie. They lie. They lie about their whole personality. They lie about their jobs. They lie about their baby mamas. They lie about the kids that they have. They lie about everything. They lie about their investments. They lie about their addictions. Janae has been dating a man for over a year who lied about liking women who look like her, who was talking about her to his family, his friends, plotting on how to use her for money for over a year, pretending to be this lovey-dovey boyfriend, smiling in her face, going on trips with her, and God forbid, probably being intimate with her, and all the while hating women who look like her, degrading her with his friends and family. How do you choose better when the person that is presented to you seems to be everything you ask for, is treating you well, while all the while plotting behind your back? How does that even work? Like, we have to stop blaming people, and blaming even men too, for the people that they date, when you may not even have a full picture, a full understanding of the person you're laying next to because of the character that they've been presenting, right? They've been acting. I am sick and tired of people.
I wanted to talk about this one because women talk about this a lot. The whole lying thing. And I've experienced this too. I've experienced the whole lying thing. So I can understand it. But the problem is, at the end of the day, I blame nobody but myself. I don't know the story she's talking about, but I can guarantee you this. All people who are in love, okay, they ignore red flags. I've done that. I've been there. Nobody is the god of lying, right? Nobody's, well, maybe not nobody, but very few people. I would say that. Very few people are absolutely, I'm going to say that, right? Because Evil Eddie said, shouldn't women's intuition prevent them from being lied to? Exactly. The women's intuition is a piece of crap. But what I do want to say is that one of the biggest things that is actually the problem is that we ignore red flags. Nobody is, or very few people, so small, so few people are perfect at lying that I would say nobody is. What actually helps with these liars is that we lie to ourselves. That is what helps it. That's the problem. We lie to ourselves. Oh, you know what? I should notice that, but I didn't. I should notice that. That should have been a red flag, but I didn't. Right? When you talk to people, and I've talked to plenty of women, they said that they see the red flags after the breakup. They see it. They notice, oh, this was a red flag. That was a red flag. I should have noticed that one. I should have noticed that one. But because they were in love, they didn't. So it's part of being human. So I'll say that. Plus, in my opinion, that, yeah, and I do agree. Love makes you stupid. It does. And this is the problem where a lot of men are being smart about it, where they're not necessarily going for women because of love or any of that shit. They're going for women what they believe that is the beneficial, while like traditional women and stuff like that. A lot of women want to fall in love with the Pookies, with the bad boys, and surprised that the bad boys treated them terribly. I will always say this. I honestly believe that women do not vet men properly. They do not vet men properly. They do not talk to friends and family. They do not get to know people's history. They do not need to know. I mean, well, let's break this down a bit. Let's break this one down.
People saying that all women have to do is choose better, just choose better partners. When y'all are totally negating that men lie. They lie. They lie about their whole personality. They lie about their jobs. They lie about
their jobs. Have them prove it. You've been with this man for a year. You never went to his job, right? He said, "Oh no, babe, you can't go to my job." That's a red flag. Why can you visit him at his job? Men lie about their job. Prove it. Okay, how you tell me? How can you be with someone for a year and never see them work, never see them at their job, never see nothing dealing with their job? How? That's poor vetting. That's poor vetting skills.
out their baby mamas. They lie about the kids.
They lie about their baby mamas. They lie about their baby mamas. Do you not? I find it funny that women are such good detectives. We have a whole app called the T app, okay? Where women are investigating men. Women are investigating men. Women are blacklisting men. Women are, telling, stories about men. What happened to women's intuition? Where aren't you investigating women? Aren't you investigating these men? Google men, right? Google these men. Don't women look at men's social media? One of the problems, right? One of the things that women will say, I want a man that don't have a social media. Guess what that gives you? Guess what that creates? A man you don't know shit about. You literally I want a man that I don't know nothing about him. That's a man that doesn't have a social media. A man that has shit to hide. Like, you can see my life, essentially, not too personally, but I'm very open with my life on social media. So, no, you could pick right. You could pick better.
They have. They lie about everything. They lie about their investments. They lie
about their investments. Bitch, did you not look at his investments? It's like, this is the thing where women love lies. Women love lies. Have you not looked at his investments? Did you not seriously, like, do women not look into things? Do women not I find it funny with women complaining so much, because men don't really complain about the lies and shit. Since women complain so much about the lies, why don't they fucking look into it? Look into the man's life. This is why I said, choose better. Vet the fucking man. Vet him. Date with purpose. Date with purpose. Vet the man. Get to know his family. Get to know his friends. Get to know the type of people around him. Right? See him at his job. See his investments. See what he does with his time. I find it funny with women where they can find all this shit out. All this shit out. at the end of the relationship, but they looked at nothing at the beginning. And here's another thing I have. Personal opinion. How I do relationships. No privacy. I don't believe in privacy in relationships. That's maybe it's controversial a bit, because so many people say, "Oh, privacy this, privacy that." No. Privacy, okay, is earned by actual effort, earned by years of effort. I want to see your phone. I do not mind giving someone my phone to see. I have nothing to hide. I don't care. I don't mind proving my character. I don't mind. But that's how you go about, if you want it, that's how you go about relationships. I do not believe in privacy. I don't. For me, I just don't. I mean, you could see your partner's shit, right? You've been intimate with your partner. Why the hell would you need privacy? In my personal opinion, that is my personal thing. So, and that's true. Women can't handle the truth, so we lie to them. And you know what? Women love lies anyway. Women love lies anyway, because they don't bother with looking for, they don't bother with looking for the truth anyway. They don't bother. They love the women are superficial. They only care about the exterior. They care about what you look like, how tall you are, your charm, your money. They don't talk about character. And Mensa, exactly. Trust is earned. It's physically earned. You don't say, "Oh, you got my trust now." No, you earn that thing.
About their addictions. Janae has been dating a man for over a year.
If a man can lie about his addiction, you weren't with that man much.
Who lied about liking women who look like her.
Lied about women that looked like her. Did she not look at his dating history? That's the thing where, so she never cared to look. Oh, what are the women you dated? Can I see the women you dated? That is the thing where, so because of your piss poor dating skills, your piss poor vetting skills, you're blaming men. You're blaming not being able to choose better. Because of your piss poor vetting skills, you blame not being able to choose better.
Talking about her to his family, his friends, plotting on how to use her for money for over a year, pretending to be this lovey-dovey boyfriend, smiling in her face, going on trips with her, and God forbid, probably being intimate with her, and all the while hating women who look like her, degrading her with his friends and family.
Did you not? I find it weird and funny that. Did you not get to know his family? So everyone in his family is two-faced, disgusting people. That's pretty bad. That's pretty terrible. Plotting to use her for her money. I'll say this. This is my personal opinion. I've never needed a woman for her money. Never. All the women I've dated I can't even imagine I can't even think about how much a woman ever gave me. I can't. I mean, maybe a lunch, maybe a dinner, but most of the time I'm the one spending money, and I prefer it like that. I do not need a woman to be providing for me, to taking care of me, because I don't want that. I don't want that power over me. I don't. I've always believed the one that earns the money, the one that provides makes the rules. That's my opinion. So I've never needed a woman's money. Never. So in my opinion, a man that is maybe begging you for money, asking you for money, is a red flag to me. Now, it's different if a man is saying, "Oh, let's split the bills." That's different, in my opinion. But a man is saying, "Oh, I need some money for rent. I need some money for groceries. I need some money, to pay my bills." That's different. That's different than, "Oh, we're going on a date. Let's split. We live together. Let's split the bill." That's different. So, again, you could choose better. You could choose a better than you shouldn't be choosing a man that can't stand on his own 2 feet, that needs the help of a woman, in my opinion.
How do you choose better when the person that is presented to you seems to be everything you ask for, is treating you well, while all the while plotting behind your back? How does that even work? Like,
One of the things, how does it work, is actually spending time with a man. I actually trying to get to know a man. I find all women's like talking points and stuff. When you actually dig deeper, you hear the red flags, you hear the lies, you hear the delusion and hypocrisy, because a lot of these women don't get to know these men well enough. A lot of these women do not get to know these men well enough. They don't know these men well enough. They don't know the people around this man well enough. They don't spend enough time with said men. Because in my opinion, if you are going to give your body to a man, you should be spending almost every waking moment with a man. I mean, outside of work, outside of like responsibilities, you should be spending a lot of time with this man. So, I don't know. Those are things that you should be really putting in more effort, in my opinion.
we have to stop blaming people, and this for blaming even men too, for the people that they date when you may not even have a full picture or full.
No, we should continue to blame, because here's my thing. At the end of the day, the only thing you can control is yourself. That is the only thing you control. Fine, you dated a liar. It is what it is. You didn't catch the red flags when you should have catched the red flags. What are you going to do? Change the person? Fix the you blame the person, now what? What does that do for your life? How's that improve or fix your life? How's that? Because like I said, I like this quote where I mean, again, a smart man learns from his mistakes. Now, a wiser man learns from the mistakes of others. But at the very least, you can learn from your mistakes. So this is why you take accountability. I said it. I dated a woman that honestly, I feel she lied to me. I feel she used me. But what the fuck? So what? I learned from it. I'm not blaming her. I'm not here bad mouthing her. At the end of the day, I cannot force her to change. I cannot force her to treat me better. But what I can do is know that I would not allow that shit. What I would do is that I would not allow love to fuck up my brain anymore. No more. Love will not control me. Love will not make me blind to any fucking red flags. Love will not make me cross and destroy my boundaries. No more. So, at the end of the day, it's accountability. This channel, I believe in 100% accountability. You can only control yourself. You cannot control others. It is pointless to blame others. Pointless to blame the liar. What does it do for you? It doesn't improve your life. It puts the blame on someone else. How does that help you for the next relationship? I'd rather take the blame and know that, you know what, I fucked up. I chose wrong. I ignored red flags. I ignored boundaries. So that I can learn from it. If I put the blame on someone else, how does that help me improve for my next relationship?
Understanding of the person you're laying next to because of the character that they've been.
And that, Mrs. Smith said it. She's proof women like her don't care to know a man past how they can benefit from the situation. This is the thing, right? This is the thing why men care about women's past. Because you can learn a lot more from a woman's past. While women care about a man's future. So what he can say, oh, babe, I'm gonna build an empire. I'm going to, I'm gonna make 6 figures, all this shit. No. I want to know about your past. What's your last relationship like? How do you break up with your ex? What kind of jobs you had? What kind of work you did? How was your past? How was your past like? So, because the past is the best indicator for your present, for your future. Knowing about your future does not indicate nothing about your present. This is why, in my opinion, men are more logical. Men care about your past. Women care about your future.
Presenting, right? They've been acting. I am sick and tired.
Well, no one is the most... This right here is stupid because, in my opinion, most men, most people are not that amazing at lying. What happens that adds on to this lying persona, lying ideology, is that we lie to ourselves. We lie to ourselves because we're in love. So the best way to do it is take accountability. So you know that I'm not going to fucking do that again. I'm not going to lie to myself. That is the best way. All right, let's do some Kendra G. Let's do some Kendra G. How's everyone doing? Thank you everyone for stopping by. Thank you everyone for all the love and support. You guys are all amazing. Thank you very much, my brothers. Thank you for all the love and support. All right, let's do some Kendra G. All right. All right, so let's do some Kendra G reaction.
How you doing?
I love that you look ready.
Because they wasn't ready on Instagram, and I was like, I'm gonna be ready when she link in. Now I am dressed for bed.
This is a bed,
without
like a
the-
night. That's a bed outfit.
It's a nightgown. It's a nightgown.
Really? Look, I thought it was like a dress. It looks nice.
Okay, dress turn nightgown, Kendra.
No, well, all I'm saying is you look nice, like you go outside the house.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Usually when they come in from bed, child, they got a bonnet on, a t-shirt. Okay, the bonnet's not on. Kendra G singles, the dating.
They call me Brittany.
Brittany, where you calling me from?
North Carolina.
North Carolina. How old are you?
36.
36. What you do for a living?
I'm a real estate developer.
Real estate developer. You have any kids?
No, ma'am.
No kids. What's your zodiac sign?
I'm a Taurus.
Oh, when's your birthday?
May 3rd.
Okay, I'm May 7th.
Okay.
May gang.
Yes.
You ever been married?
No, ma'am.
All right. All right, Brittany, let's do it. We got Brittany, North Carolina, 36 Taurus, real estate developer, no kids, never married. What kind of man you looking for, girl?
That's hard to define. But I will say I'm looking for a partner, a sexy partner. He got to be handsome because I'm sexy. Just this is natural. So
Out the cap. Out the cap.
One of the worst things that we have done to women, and I'll say men have been a part of it, is that we have made women egotistical. We are living in a generation of women, most, if not all women, thinking that they're 10. This is a woman that is, at best, a 5. Average at best. I'm sorry. You're not hot. You're not beautiful. You're not gorgeous. You're not pretty. You're average, which is not bad. Being average is not a bad thing. Most people are average. Most people are a 5. 5 at best. Most people are average at best. That's not a bad thing. What makes things bad is the ego. You're average at best and saying that you're hot and you think you want hot men. Fucking delusional.
so just imagine me dressing it up. You know what I'm saying? So,
Talk your talk, Brittany.
listen,
Yes, just imagine. This is why I love Kevin Samuel. What is your score? Fresh face out of the shower. That's why I love Kevin Samuels. Because this face is what a man will wake up to every day. So this face is average at best, which is fine. But it's still average. It's still average. What if I dressed up? Yeah, fucking yeah. Makeup, like fucking caked the shit up. Then no duh. No duh, you look differently. No duh, you could be, a 6, maybe a 7, maybe, but okay, maybe you get a 6. Cute. But you are 5 at best.
I'm not holding back no more, Kendra. I've been holding back, like looking at the Instagram live today, and the way he was talking, I was like, "Sir, we've been saving niggas for a long time." Let me not say
You're
niggas.
talking about AG. Okay. What
Yes,
you wanna
I
say
was
there?
like, we've been saving men for a long time. I've been saving a lot of men, and I'm done. Okay, so he has to be a partner, and I'm not
Saving? You mean you've been going for the pookies all this goddamn time, and now you're done, right? You've been
He belongs to the streets.
you've been you've been in the streets for too long, and now you're done. You want a partner? Yeah.
saying. I actually had this this conversation with a brother here recently that is pursuing, and he was pretty much saying, well, it is about money with you. I said, no, it's not. I said, because I do have my own. You're gonna have to have your own too, but then I'm also looking for more. So not that you just coming to the table with your own, or where's the ambition? Because I'm a very ambitious young lady, and so you got to have.
What do you say? You're 36. You're 36. You care so much about ambition. You should have found a man at 26. Ambition at 36? Come on.
That too.
I agree too. I honestly think that is a red flag as well.
Like, you really got to compare to me. So that's why I say I'm looking for a partner, because the idea is that you're going to match what I'm bringing to the table or greater.
Okay. So do you want to, usually I go down. There's a lot more questions before I get to this question, but I think we could get here now. Does the man got to make a certain amount of money?
That's a yes or no question, Kendra, or that's a yes or no question.
It's a third grader can answer the question.
Masculine as fuck. Exactly.
No.
Okay. No. All right. What are some deal breakers?
Because I don't have children, he cannot have. Okay. Let me say this. Because there are men my age that got grandkids. Okay. So yes, you can have grandkids. I mean, yes, you can have kids, but having grandkids is a no. Okay. Deal breakers. Over 60 is a deal breaker. Under 25, under 30. No, yeah, under 30 is a deal breaker. Over 60 is a deal breaker. I don't really have a lot of them. You would have to prompt me for the deal breakers. I don't really.
No, this is your. I don't know your deal breakers. This is my first
You're
time.
right.
These are the things that you have to answer for yourself. I mean, that's enough. If you want me, I could go on to the next question.
Yeah, next question.
Okay, you mentioned it kind of already, but here's the direct question: should he look a certain way?
Yes. Fit, healthy. Fit and healthy is important.
Okay. Fit and healthy, and you said handsome earlier.
He needs to be handsome. And Mama say handsome to me. So
I hate when women say that. I really hate when women say that. Fit, handsome to me. What the fuck does that mean? Now, she did say fit, okay? She did say athletic. Okay, I guess. But her you know, her jelly arms is less to desirable. To, you know, the audacity to say fit when you have the jelly arms is interesting. It's called bird hands. What? I'm going to check that out. Evo Eddie, I'll check the whole math out. He's a good creator. The guy's an amazing creator, so I'm going to check them out.
You know, that
mad smart. The guy's mad smart.
Could be, I mean, you might got a nice smile and your hairline start back here. I hope not. But I ain't mad about that. You know what I'm saying? He might he might have a nice smile and a push.
Audacity. Her hairline just, I find this is the thing. This is what I'm talking about. It is the ego. It is the ego of women. You see this woman's hairline? How much forehead she has? And the audacity to talk about a man's hairline. This is why we need to bring back shame. This right here is why we need to bring back shame. It's like average women thinking that there's someone special. You're 36 and still single. You got to understand why. When dating is easy for women and yet you're still single, I've said this before, where the question of why are you still single is very important. Very important, particularly for women. When dating is easy for women, why you are single can say a lot. I'm saying this woman is egotistical. Right? The audacity to talk about a man's hairline.
Back hairline, and I might be attracted to that. So sexy to me.
Okay. We have a paid question. Something happened where I used to be able to put paid questions.
And that is I hate one of the things I hate is that women's red flags are natural. Things that are natural. You know, I've heard so many black men tell women, you don't need to wear makeup. You don't need to wear a wig. So men's red flags, just don't be fake. Don't be fake. Just be yourself. All right? Fresh face out of the shower. right? Who you look like, men are fine with that. For women, women's red flags if you're short, if your dick is small, if your hairline is terrible, things that you cannot fucking control, right? Men's like your weight. Literally, you can control your weight. You can control your weight. You can control if you have a fucking wig on. You can control if you don't cake yourself with pounds of makeup. You can control that shit. Men, he can't control genetics. Men cannot control genetics. He can't control his height. He can't control his hairline. He can't, it's like, seriously, he can't control his dick size. So, God forbid, men care about who you are. Women do not want you as you are. Women want you how she builds you in her fucking mind. Mrs. Smith, you are terrible.
On something changed about YouTube. I don't know how to do it anymore. But somebody's telling me to ask you, what is your real age?
I'm 36.
Ripples and waves. She's 36. Okay, 36. All right. We already got to the money question. You said it doesn't matter how much money he makes.
No.
Okay. Let's do the Kendra Can.
She really should have dug in deeper. Is 40K good enough? 30K?
Okay. Get up.
That's a pretty nightgown. Okay. All right.
Average.
See you, girl. You look like you're in great shape.
Yes, ma'am. I work out.
Okay. When
Pretty
was your last
consistent.
relationship?
Maybe 8 years.
Really? 8 years ago in your 20s? So you haven't been in a
Yes.
relationship in your 30s?
No, ma'am.
Why do you think that is?
I started facing my standards after I was
That's why you would buy a dog and die alone.
Please do. Just stay single. Average with above average expectations. Exactly.
That's why you would buy a dog and die alone.
Just do it. Just buy a dog and die alone. Really. Women are insane. They are. Stop it. Just stop it with that bullshit. Hypergamy.
in the military. And so after I got out of the military, I think I started kind of saying what I wanted my standards to be and abiding by my standards.
And what were the standards?
So I'll say like when it comes like when you're dating, people automatically are sexually attracted to each other. So that's a thing. And I'll say at a young age, I may not have cared and was like, oh, okay, I'm coming to your house or you come to my house. That's not happening no more. Because a lot of the time, they don't really, when I say they don't have a house to go to, it's likely because they live with a woman or they got kids and they got the kids for the weekend or whatever the case may be. So you're not coming to my house anymore. That's like one of the main standards. Not initially. I'm an adventurous person, so you're not just taking me out to eat. We're not just going out to eat. And a lot of the time, they don't know how to converse. They don't know how to have a conversation. I like to be out.
This is something that a lot of women need to understand. The men that can meet you at your whatever standards, what do those men want? She has been single for 8 years. So that's got to say that the men that can meet her standards, they're not attracted to her. Like I said, she is average at best. I don't know what she'll look like if she dolls up, but obviously she's not attracting the men that do meet her standards because she's not attractive to said men.
I want to go to the park.
Some women gotta understand the men that you attract most likely are at your level. That's the thing a lot of women seem to not understand. If you are attracting a whole bunch of different men, right? Men at different levels, then yeah, maybe your level can be, fluctuating. But if you are consistently attracting, let's say, 3, if you like practically every man that you dated, interact with, whatever that showed any interest in you, he was essentially a 3, that's got to tell you that you're probably a 3 yourself. Now, if you are a woman that, you attract 3s, 5s, 7s, 8s, 9s, and, you attract a whole bunch of 7s, a whole bunch of 8s, then yeah, maybe maybe it's a little bit harder to, really know what your level is. But we also got to think about what men that you can actually sustain a relationship with, right? What men that actually want to commit to you. So even if you can attract the 8s and 9s and whatever, but none of them want to commit to you, those men just want to have sex with you. And if you could get the men that are 3s to commit to you, maybe that's your level as well. So women got to figure out that maybe that's your level.
Park,
I mean, yeah, I try to be nice. I try not to say below average because, I don't need more reason for women to call me misogynistic.
Want to read a book or two, something.
Okay, fair enough. You don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask. When's the last time you was intimate with someone?
For my birthday.
Birthday sex is very popular on my show.
Okay.
3 flaws you have to work.
Women's standards are fucking ridiculous. So your standards are so high. Your standards are so high in the last 8 years, you didn't want to commit to no man. Yet these said high ass standards, you had sex with a man within the year. Absolutely fucking ridiculous. Such high standards for a man to be in a relationship with you. But those standards do not equate for men to have sex with you. And then you wonder why you don't attract, men with more value. Absolutely ridiculous. Average women that are FBI, fit, feminine, and inspirational, can easily attract higher quality men. I agree. I do agree. I think it's the energy and definitely the looks. She had fun in her 20s, but now that's over. She wants to settle. Exactly. Where have we heard that before? Every fucking woman. Every fucking woman. Waste your 20s, and now when you are pretty much close to the wall, now you want to settle down. Now you want to settle down for the quality men. But you didn't give the quality men a chance in your 20s because you just want to fuck around. You just want to have sex with the pookies, the bad boys, the players. Makes sense.
Work on.
Oh man.
Let's see. So you'll be after Britt. Okay.
Confidence.
I think you have a lot of confidence. You think you don't have confidence? Well, you presented yourself very confident.
I know. I'm working on it. So I'll say I'm working on it.
Okay.
I'll say flaws. Cutting people off in conversation. Like I do that a lot. I've noticed recently. And I guess when I'm saying I'm gonna go back on the confidence in reference to make decision making. Like you can't ask me, well, what you want to eat tonight? I'm gonna find anything on a menu because I am vegetarian, so I'm gonna find a Caesar salad, some potatoes. So don't ask me questions that I prefer the man to take the lead on. I would prefer to be led.
You're a vegetarian, but you have restrictions. Fucking, could a man tell you to fucking eat meat? No. You literally give a reason why men don't want to lead you. Because you will fight men on it. She literally said also she cut people off when they talk. Attitude. Doesn't seem like she's a feminine kind of woman. Imagine leading a woman. Like, let's go to the steakhouse. Let's go to the steakhouse. All right? Yeah, she'll love that. No, a traditional Caesar salad is typically not vegetarian because the dressing often contains avocado. No, anchovies, which are fish. Yeah, I didn't know that. That's interesting.
Would prefer to be led. And so with that, I think decision making being one, but also
a woman that's in her 30s, fuck that. She don't want to be led. She thinks, right? A woman in her 30s thinks she wants to be led. That is a fucking lie. Do not believe that crap. The amount of women that want to be led when they're in their 30s is very small. I have fallen for that trap. Oh, I'm traditional. I'm submissive. When you actually get in a fucking relationship with her, oh, it's her way or the highway. Oh, you want to do this? No. We're going to do that. A woman in her 30s will not be led. They will only fight you on decision making. They will question your decision making. Because as women get older, they get more what is it? You can't teach, an old dog new tricks. They are so used to making decisions in their own life. They are not going to be in a position where they follow the leadership of a man. She wants to be led when it comes to the bills only.
So just recently in the same conversation, a young man said that I need to learn how to allow a man to be a man. And I think a lot of women deal with that. But it's
a man just said that about her. So that literally gives me credence of what I just fucking said.
It's really tough to let you be a man when you ain't really showing man qualities. You know what I'm saying? So
does that sound like a woman that will let you lead? Oh, you're not showing men's quality. What the fuck are you talking about? What the hell are you talking about? And this is why men don't deal with these women. It's like, this is why men don't deal with you. Right? It's like, I swear, these are the problem with it.
Buy a dog and die alone.
Yes. Just unbelievable. Fucking believable.
So show me a reason. But yes, I do want to be led. So I think positioning myself to be led is something that I need to work on.
What are some of the qualities that they don't show that indicates they want to be a man?
I mean, taking the lead. I know I can be bossy, but
So you're bossy.
You get your big fat ass on somewhere then. I don't deal with you big sassy ass bras.
So you're bossy.
You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up.
And then you this is something that a lot of women seem to not be able to grasp. Men can lead. Men don't want to fight for leadership. Men want peace, not chaos. So if men have to go out to the world and fight and, survive, coming home and having to fight for leadership, fight for dominance, right? You have to fight for dominance in your fucking home. What man wants to do that? What man wants to fight for dominance? This bitch is bossy, so I have to outboss her? I have to outman her? Like, you know how many I've heard women say, "Oh, I'm masculine, but I need a more masculine man to handle me, to make me feminine, to put me in my place." Bitch, why do we have to handle you? It's either you're feminine or you're not. Femininity is not a switch to turn on and off. And this is why she's still single for 8 years and can only get booty, right? Can only get D on her birthday. She can't find a man that she wants to commit to her, but she can find D.
then that means you're gonna have to be bossier. I don't even want to say that, but if I'm a business owner, so I have to be in control of certain things, and I have to carry that in my regular life.
And this is what men are talking. This is women prove men right continuously. So you became masculine because you have to compete in the corporate world. And now you think that men are going to, out-masculine you so they can force you into your femininity? Fuck that shit. Are you insane? Is she going to say something like, he needs to bring out my... I hate that shit, right? He needs to bring out my feminine energy. Are you crazy? Absolutely. I'm a proponent of, you cannot turn masculinity and femininity on and off. You cannot. It's not a switch, right?
On a regular basis. So it would be nice to have you in front of everything, taking care of my feminine side. Like what is it that I want to have more of? I mean, I guess in the relationship, intellectual type decisions, help that to grow. Because I can be a little bit, masculine, I feel like.
Okay.
A lot. A lot bit masculine. This is something that a lot of women have to understand. You're better off just being single. You're 8 years. You're almost 40. You're better off being single. It is different for men and women. It is different for men and women. Men have to make options. Women have options. Okay? Women have options. Men have to make options. So with all the options you have, it's not like she's going to go out and make options. It's not like she's going out and finding the type of man she wants to find. No, the men come to her, right? Men come to her. It's just women are lazy. So since the men that came to you, you don't want. The men that you do want don't want you.
That's why you would buy a dog and die alone.
Gotcha. All right, so we got Brittany, North Carolina, 36 for Taurus, real estate developer, no kids, never married. Why would a guy be lucky to be with you?
You said the question is, why would a man be lucky to be with me? Because I am it. Period.
You have been single for 8 years. You are so it. You are so the whole package. No man you want wants you. Only women can have the audacity. Only women. Right? Only women can be this level of delusion. Right? This level of delusional. Only women. Because how can it's just because men will keep other men in check. Right? Because if I come on here and say that, man, I'm so fucking amazing. Right? I am so amazing. I'm like the best man ever. There's no man better than me. But what men will say, like, what? How's that? How's that? They can see that I'm average. Men will put you down. Men will give you a reality check. And I appreciate that. Because being egotistical isn't that great. Isn't a good thing. But it's okay for women to be so egotistical, so narcissistic.
Total package. Always have been. You can't go wrong.
What makes you the total package?
I'm very understanding, very giving, very caring. Girl, them comments is running, honey. I wish I.
Oh, wow. No woman is caring, right? Because only you are. No woman is giving. Only you are.
I could read some of them. But you know, from the foundation of it all, I'm gonna care for a person regardless. I'm gonna care for a person. I'm gonna care for you and yours. So if you and yours is you and your homegirl, you and your it's a family. So I'm gonna care for whatever yours is. If you ain't got it, we gonna get it together. Hopefully you got something. But if you don't have where you want to be in life, we're gonna identify what that is and grow. And I'm
Prove it. I love when women say so much shit, yet they have no proof. You're so amazing, you can't attract a man that you want and be in a relationship. So where's your proof? I love it when women say they're loyal, yet they have a history of a lot of broken relationships, a lot of divorces. That sounds loyal. I love it when women say that they're the total package, yet they have almost a decade of singlehood. I love that. Makes sense.
gonna make sure you're healthy because you know you gotta live. So I'm gonna take care of the main things of that being and myself as well.
Okay. Let's do it. Okay, Brittany. That's why I said, what do you mean work on being confident? You definitely.
I think you're egotistical. I think she's egotistical. Confident. Okay. Because it's, you know what, when confidence goes into the realm of delusional, you're not confident. You're not confident. You're egotistical. You're narcissistic. You're delusional. Because again, you have the audacity to say that you are the total package, yet you are a package that no man you want wants. How's that the total package? It's like, it doesn't make sense. Women think that their values are so high. This is why women think, oh, I'm a 10. I'm a 10. Okay. What man thinks you're a 10? Are you married to said man? So are you a 10? Like, I get confidence, right? Say that I'm a good guy. Okay. Say that I'm the best guy ever. Say I'm the sexiest man ever. That's delusional. That's delusional. So, say that I'm the total package, yet I have no woman that wants me. That's delusional. That's egotistical. That's not confidence. Saying that, you know what, I'm a good man. I've been a good boyfriend, right? Okay, that's sensible. Saying I'm the best boyfriend ever, saying I'm the best man ever. You're not gonna get any better. That's fucking delusional. But hey, I'm not a woman, so no one's gonna support my delusion. No one's gonna, say that. Oh yeah, you're a 10. You're a 10.
What's the age range you would date? You're 36. What's the age range? Oh, you told me. You did tell me, actually. So don't worry about that. All right. Brittany, North Carolina, 36 tourist, real estate developer, no kids, never married. Are you on the Kendra G Singles dating app?
No, ma'am.
All right. Came across very, very prepared, but you're not that prepared after all.
What? So I didn't know there was a next step. Kendra,
Well,
when you
all
first started, I didn't know nothing about the app. I'm sorry.
You just watched the other show. I didn't talk about the app on the show?
Yes, you did.
Okay,
Yes,
so you did know about it because you just left that show.
Yes, you did.
She's stupid. What do you guys think? Drizzle, my kings. Exactly. I want to, let's, you know what? I think that's it for tonight. I think that's it, right? 2 hours of your time. I don't want to, take up all your time, guys. My brothers, right? You guys are amazing. Evil Eddie, thank you for showing up tonight. Mr. Smith, I love it when you come, right? Mr. Smith. Cash was here. You're amazing. BW, thank you for stopping by, my brother. Thank you. Cash was here. Mansa, thank you. Thank you for joining. Kai, over in Kick. Thank you. Thank you for joining. Thank you. Thank you for the stats. I love that. Okay. Big Bars was here. Thank you, my brother. I think that's it. Nasal spray. All right. Thank you. Coming from my second channel. Thank you, my brother. Thank you for stopping by. I think that's it for tonight. You guys are amazing. I love you guys. Right. My brothers, the best chat ever. Right? The best community in my presence. We're small, but we're full with amazing people. So I love you guys. Thank you guys. Please check out my other videos. Please. I mean, it's always helpful. Check out my other videos. Please like and comment. Those are always helpful. But yeah, you guys are amazing, right? I love you guys. Later, guys.